Well, I've re-reviewed just about every Spider-Man flick except for the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but that's gonna be for another time. But can you believe it's been 5 years since Spidey ventured his way into his first own flick in the MCU after being in Captain America Civil War? Yep. Here is my re-review of Spider-Man Homecoming. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Excelsior! Nuff said. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers and true believers out there. Welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a re-review of the 2017 superhero flick Spider-Man Homecoming. Originally released by Columbia, along with Marvel Studios. The film's the second Spider-Man reboot and 16th overall film in the MCU. The film was directed by John Watts from a screenplay by the writing teams of Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daley, plus Watts and Christopher Ford, plus Christopher McKenna, Eric Summers. Starring Tom Holland as the titular character, along with Michael Keaton, Jon Favreau, Zendaya, Donald Glover, Jacob Batalon, Laura Harrier, Tony Revolori, Bokeem Woodbine, Tyne Daly, Marisa Tomei, and Robert Downey Jr. once again reprises his role as Tony Stark, alias Iron Man. In this film, Peter Parker tries to balance high school life with being Spider-Man while facing his nemesis, the Vulture. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I was just trying to get my tube fixed up for something big coming up. Anyway, yeah, I went to see this. This Marvel Studios, which was under license at Disney along with Sony that owned Columbia, reached a deal to share the film rights for Spidey, integrating the characters into the established MCU. Despite critics were a little, on The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which came out a year before this. But anyway, this film was a big one. So let's get ready for the story. Following the Battle of New York in 2012, which of course that was the Avengers, Adrian Toomes and his salvage company are contracted to clean up the city, but their operation is taken over by the DODC, the Department of Damage Control, a partnership between Tony Stark and the US government. Enraged at being driven out of business, Toomes persuades his employees to keep the Chitauri technology they have already scavenged and use it to create and sell advanced weapons, including a flying vulture suit Toomes uses to steal Chitauri power cells. 8 years later, Peter Parker is drafted into the Avengers by Stark to help with an internal dispute in Berlin, which of course was the result in Captain America Civil War, but resumes his studies at the Midtown School of Science and Technology. When Stark tells him he is not yet ready to become a full Avenger, Parker quits his school's academic decathlon team to spend more time focusing on his crime-fighting activities as Spider-Man. His best friend Ned eventually discovers his secret identity. Parker comes across Toomes' associates, Jackson Bryce, originally Shocker, and Herman Schultz selling weapons to local criminal Aaron Davis. Parker saves Davis before being caught by Toomes in the Vulture suit and dropped in a lake. Nearly drowning after becoming tangled in a parachute built into a suit, he is rescued by Stark, who is monitoring the Spider-Man suit he gave Parker and warns him against further involvement with criminals. Toomes accidentally kills Bryce with one of their weapons, and Schultz becomes the new Shocker. Parker and Ned study a weapon Bryce left behind, removing its power core. When a tracking device on Schultz leads to Maryland, Peter rejoins the decathlon team and accompanies them to Washington, D.C. for their national tournament. Ned and Peter disable the tracker Stark implanted in the Spider-Man suit and unlock its advanced features. Pierce tries to stop Toomes from stealing weapons from a DODC truck but is trapped inside, causing him to miss the decathlon tournament. When he discovers that the power core is an unstable Chitauri grenade, he races to the Washington Monument where the core explodes and traps Ned and their friends in an elevator. Parker saves them, including his classmate Crush Liz. Days later, in New York City, aboard the Staten Island ferry, Parker captures Toombs' new buyer, Mac Gargan, which of course is better known to us as the Scorpion in the comics. But anyway, the Toombs escapes and a malfunctioning weapon tears the ferry in half. Stark helps Pierre save the passengers and confiscates his suit as punishment for his recklessness. Now for the final act and the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Parker returns to his high school life and asks Liz to go to the homecoming dance with him. On the night of the dance, he discovers that Toombs is Liz's father. Deducing Parker's secret identity, Toombs threatens him. Pierre realizes that Toombs is planning to hijack a DODC plane transporting weapons from Avengers Tower to the team's new headquarters. He leaves the dance, dons his homemade Spider-Man suit, and races to Toombs' lair. Though he is ambushed outside by Schultz, he defeats him with Ned's help. Inside, Toombs attacks Pierre, destroying the building's support columns, and leaves Pierre to die, trapped in the rubble of the collapsed building. But Pierre escapes and intercepts the plane, steering it to crash on the beach near Coney Island. He and Toombs continue fighting, ending with Parker saving Toombs' life after the damaged Vulture suit explodes. Pierre leaves Toombs for the police along with the plane's cargo. After her father's arrest, Liz moves away, and Parker declines an invitation from Stark to join the Avengers full time. And Stark proposes to Pepper Potts, who we see briefly as Gwyneth Paltrow once again played her, but unfortunately she's credited in the full cast. In the closing credit. I think you get the idea, which is odd. Stark also returns the Spider-Man suit to Pierre, who puts it on just as his Aunt May walks in the story. However, that's not all. In a mid-credit scene, an incarcerated Gargan approaches Toombs in prison, saying he has heard that the latter knows Spider-Man's real identity, though Toombs denies this. And we do get to see Chris Evans as Captain America in a cameo appearance as well. We see him in a couple of scenes, as a matter of fact. And that's that. So what did I think of Spider-Man Homecoming? I gotta say, this film is a blast. It does have its moments, but nevertheless, I still love it. Anyway, it was the 6th highest grossing film of 2017, and would go on to make $880 million worldwide, becoming the second most successful Spider-Man film of all time. Critics praised it for the light tone, focusing on Pierre's high school life and the performances, particularly of Tom Holland, who reprises his role as Spidey, and Michael Keaton as Adrian Toombs, the Vulture. Yes, I couldn't believe that years after playing Batman, Michael Keaton would don the role of a villain. Really cool. I like that. Jon Favreau once again returns as Tony Stark's driver and bodyguard, Happy Hogan. It wasn't too bad. Zendaya, who of course has recently done some stuff, who was recently best known for her role of Rocky Blue on Disney Channel's Shake It Up, and she's also appeared on several other shows, including Casey Undercover, Blackish, she appeared in one episode, and several others. She plays the role of Michelle, who would be the new MJ. Yes. Well, I wasn't too surprised with her being called MJ, but then I soon found out it was just also for Michelle. So I soon I let it go. And actually the MJ, okay. And Well, I'll tell you what it would mean if I do a re-review of the recent third film. It came out last year, No Way Home. Donald Glover played the role of Aaron Davis. Of course, Glover recently did the voice of Miles Morales in the Ultimate Spider-Man TV series. Playing Ned is Jacob Batalon, which I thought that was pretty cool and pretty kind of a funny guy though. Laura Harrier plays Liz, not bad. Tony Revolori plays Flash, of course that would be Flash Thompson. Let's see, and Marisa Tomei plays May Parker. Yes. And of course, Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. But anyway, really great cast in my view. Others I should be mentioned, but King Woodbine as Herman Schultz, and Tyne Daly as Anne-Marie Hogue, the head of the U.S. DODC. Anyway, yeah. This was just so cool in my view. I really love this. It's just so much fun. And it has a great score by Michael Giacchino. If I mispronounce it, I do apologize. But anyway, this was just so incredible. Very incredible indeed. So anyway, I really think this film was awesome with a great cast, a good story, and its light tone and focusing on Peter's high school life and what have you, and a great score. So overall, would I recommend Spider-Man Homecoming? The answer is easily hell yeah. This is a flick you gotta see. And you will absolutely love Spider-Man Homecoming. You'll have a lot of fun with it. You get to hear some pretty good tunes, most notably the Ramones' Blitzkrieg Bop, which I've heard in numerous things. Most notably, maybe in the game Tony Hawk's Pro Skier 2. I do believe it. Yeah, I think it was 2. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, what are your thoughts on Spider-Man Homecoming? You can tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. I will review Far From Home later on, and maybe I'll do a spoiler review for No Way Home as well. Stay tuned, okay? So thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out my re-reviews for these other Marvel films. In the upper right-hand corner is the re-review I did for the first Spider-Man film from 2002 with Tobey Maguire. The upper right-hand corner is my re-review of The Amazing Spider-Man, which recently celebrated its 10-year anniversary this month. Or, if you want something else, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my re-review of Thor from 2011. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya and Excelsior! Bye for now.